First Nations, joined by politicians, marched to the BC legislature, raising awareness about violence against women. The show of solidarity comes at the same time Indigenous leaders are voicing anger to the Premier about a lack of consultation on key NDP legislation.
He sets us back in terms of the reconciliation efforts that we've been on for this journey.
The controversy over Bill 15 aimed at expediting projects including schools, hospitals, and private sector ones such as mines, and Bill 14 that expedites energy projects. The bills give government broad powers, including to choose which projects get approved first. Indigenous leaders are upset they weren't consulted on the draft bills, calling them a violation of BC's DRIPA laws on Indigenous rights.
I feel very, very disappointed. The high water mark with NDP was when they passed DRIPA.
During debate on Bill 15, the Minister of Infrastructure admitted the lacking early consultation was a mistake.
We made an error in that, frankly.
Today, facing a barrage of questions, a similar admission, but more begrudgingly.
Our previous assessment on this was incorrect.
She and the Premier later met virtually with approximately 100 First Nations leaders, trying to assuage their concerns unsuccessfully.
Without question, there was bitter disappointment from the chiefs online and with the Premier this afternoon.
The bills have raised the ire of the opposition, Conservatives and Greens, both of whom say they don't support them.
The right thing for this government to do would be to pull these bills, do the consultation, and bring them back next fall for debate.
It's a very broad-based piece of legislation that reserves a whole ton of power and decision-making to Cabinet.
Eby's office says the bills are going ahead, stressing private projects on First Nations land will require Indigenous approval. The First Nations leaders say this isn't the end of it, and legal action and demonstrations will likely be coming.
And Rob Buffum joins us live from Victoria. So, Rob, what happens next with the proposed bills?
Well, that's a good question, Mae Jung. It's still a little bit uncertain. The NDP say they're going ahead with it, and they do have enough numbers, even if they have to rely on the Speaker of the House to break the tie in the vote at the end of this month. Of course, they could blink in light of all these headwinds, and they could punt the matter over to the fall, leaving the bills on the order paper and make amendments between now and then, addressing some of these myriad concerns from these different groups. So we'll find out in the next couple of weeks.